What's up, guys? Sigils here, and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 2 League play. Today this is going to be CTF, Captured a Flag, on the map Raid, which you should all be pretty familiar with at this point. It's been like 9 months. I think you guys all know what's up. And as you can see, I'm back to bad old habits, using the SMR, my favorite gun in the game. And it's not really used in competitive play very much. I did actually use it at Anaheim, did just fine with it. It's kind of a weird gun. It's not the FAL. It has a lot of similarities to the FAL, but it's nowhere near as good, for one. And for two, yeah, it's nowhere near as good. It's more of a mid-range gun. It's better than the M8 up close most instances, and it is better than an SMG at mid-range. Didn't mean to knife right there. My scuff controller is getting kind of glitchy. And sometimes if I just move to the right too much, it's like, did you mean to knife? No, I didn't actually mean to knife scuff. But with the Xbox One coming out, and from what I understand, the scuffs are going to be incompatible, and I'll have to buy a new one anyway. I'm just going to wait for that, because there's no reason in dropping 80 bucks on a controller that I'm replacing in like 2 months. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about PAX Prime and stuff, and some opinions I have on some competitive teams. Now, I am not a pro. My opinion only matters so much, but I've been doing competitive gaming for a while now, and I have, seen some things, and it's just fun to talk about this stuff. I enjoy it. So, first thing I want to talk about is Envious. Well, it's not just Envious. It's the big team change swaparoo. For those of you who don't know, Jkap has announced that he is leaving Envious after this tournament, and it has already been announced that he's getting picked up by his old team, OpTic. Now, at the same time, he's going to be replacing Merk, who was announced to be dropped like 2 hours beforehand. Now, first of all, I think this was all very, very much planned out. So, Merk did just get engaged, from what I understand, and it seems as if maybe he just is interested in playing right now. They haven't had a good season, and frankly, I think Merk's a nice guy, but he has not been as dominant as he has been in other titles this game. He has been very good. He's been a consistent player, but he has not been. If you were to ask me to list top 5 anchors, I don't think Merk would be on there. And that's just out of placing for his level of quality in the past. He's considered to be the best player in World at War. He was on the best team in Black Ops 1, or one of the best teams in Black Ops 1, absolute best team in Modern Warfare 3. And then Black Ops 2, they've been, consistently placing 3rd, which is still good because there have been some amazing teams in Black Ops 2. But it's still not what he's expected, not what a champion wants. And it's not a big deal. I'm not too concerned about it. But one of the things that I was thinking about is, OpTic and Envy are, of course, big friends. All 8 of those players have teamed together pretty much exclusively for as long as any of them can remember. And I think that, Merk was looking for a way out. And then you have Envious, who has 2 AR players. While Jkap and Proofy are both absolute monsters, it's not working right now. They have essentially 2 guys who are anchors, and they don't have an aggressive sub player. They don't have a single aggressive submachine gun player on that entire team. If you take a look at them, Proofy, he's above average with the sub for a pro. When you're playing look at a team like Complexity with Crim6, Aches, and TP playing subs, all of them are monsters with the sub. Old Impact with Miracles, Killa, and Karma, of course, using subs, all amazing. Even OpTic, when Big T is a better sub than Proofy is, I think. And that's not to knock on Proofy, because Proofy is probably like the best AR player in the game. No doubt in my mind, he's amazing. And so they just needed to change things up, because Rambo, everybody likes to give Rambo crap for having low gun skill, and sure, he's not a top 10 slayer or something like that, but oh, that pissed me off where that guy was. He was just prone right there. I looked right above his head. Sure, Rambo's not the best slayer in the game, but he's sneaky. The thing about sneaky is it's not distracting. Everybody on Envy plays really passive and looks for somebody else to be the bait. Karma did this to Miracles and Killa on Impact, and he does it here. They don't have an aggressive player. The reason that Impact worked is Killa is not an amazing player on his own. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him. Obviously, he's a national champion. But if you're like, hey, list the top 10 players in the game, Killa's not on that list. He is incredibly aggressive, and he doesn't miss. And it was his job to just throw his body at the hard point and force everybody to deal with him. You know, if you're playing Impact, you know that Kill is going to be coming in with a Scorpion or an MSC, and bullets are just going to be flying, and you're going to have to shoot him until he's dead. Like that's a big thing to deal with. And while you're doing that, Karma is coming in from the side and killing your whole team. Like, or Miracles. Like, that was it. Killa is bait, and there's no one on Envy who is bait right now. And I think that, you know, and that's the same for Jkap and Proofy, because neither of them are the aggressive, like, punch through a wall, I'm coming in hot. And that's what they need. That's the reason that they struggle on Hardpoint. You know, they have one of the best CTF games in the moment right now, because here's my theory. I think if you have good SMG players, you win Hardpoint. If you have good AR players, you win Capture the Flag. Because Capture the Flag is all about hanging back, being patient, getting those kills because someone gets overcommitted. But Hardpoint's about who breaks in, who's more aggressive, who's there to cause the trouble. And it's just one of those things where Envy's current lineup is they don't have the proper setup to be aggressive. And so I think that this team change was made deliberately to change up the whole team and make it all work better. You know, OpTic needed a more solid anchor, somebody who was a little bit better at anchoring, and Envy needed room on the roster to get a really aggressive submachine player. I saw Karma actually tweet about that. He's like, you know, what I think we need is a really aggressive submachine player, and I think that's exactly why. Is that's what they're missing in the lineup. All four of those players are really good. They're just not quite the right 4 players, if that makes sense. So I think with picking up Jkap on OpTic, you might see OpTic start to perform a little bit better. You know, adding a top 10 player to your lineup is always a good call. And then hopefully that will free up Envy to pick up somebody. Now, in my mind, I mentioned Killa. I think that actually Miracles would be a really good pickup for OpTic, but oh gosh, I didn't get anybody with that. That sucked. I think Miracles would be a really good pickup for Envy, or another sub player of his caliber. He's an amazing player, actually. I've played him in game battles. He's incredibly annoying, and I mean that in a positive way. Like, it is really hard to account for him and to kill him in a gunfight. He does everything right, and was really, really, really good player. So that would be a pickup, I would say. You know, obviously I mentioned Killa. I don't think anybody. I mean, a player like Killa that's aggressive for sure. I don't know if I would really want I just don't see Killa actually working on Envy personally. But other than that. Oh. Hold up, this guy. I smelled him. Our flag has been taken. But yeah, other than that, that's what I think is going to happen here, and more or less what I was expecting. I don't think Envious would pick up Parasite either, even though he's now kind of at a really aggressive sub and is doing well. Just because, you know, again, personalities. I don't see Rambo and Parasite getting along. I don't see Karma and Parasite getting along, obviously. So between those two things, if I had to guess, who do I think they will pick up? I don't even know. I don't know. I haven't actually. I'm not sure who might actually be available for them to pick up who would be worth it. I'm sure they're going to be looking around. Maybe, I mean, again, somebody off of TK, but I don't see anybody leaving TK. Theory and Sharp are both amazing subs who would work really well for them. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I think Miracles might be their best choice, especially because Impact's definitely struggling with the lineup they have at PAX Prime right now. You know, obviously they're not going to get anybody off of Complexity. Scumpy would be a great choice, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know. I really don't know. So that's the big question, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Is who do you think would be a good placement for Envy? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. It's It's hard to know. Yeah, I'm still trying to think, but in the end, it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. The big thing is as long as they get a good top playing sub, I think Envy will be much better because they have almost everything there right now. They have moments of greatness even with their current lineup. I think they're just off a little bit by chemistry, and maybe we'll see OpTic be able to break their rank 3 curse. So exciting things to come in the competitive scene. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary and watching me drop a swarm. I ended up going 30 and 10 and dropping a swarm on these guys using the SMR. Probably going to see some more SMR videos out of me, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!